Alright, fantastic. Let's get into it. So today we've got a replay that was uploaded by Hawky, who's a 0 hour expert. Features Hawky under the name of Slow V. He's against Excal. Both British players as far as I'm aware. Both experts. I don't think Excal's commented on this yet. No, Excal hasn't commented on this yet. Don't know if it was a clan war or anything. They do appear to be on clan war accounts. But it actually went gold on the game replays replay system, so it must be a good replay. I've never seen this map before. The map is literally called Make 2. Like, I don't know what's going on with that map naming, but Make 2. So we've got Hawky against Excal. Let's get straight into it. See how this game goes. So we've got Hawky over here playing as the under his name Slow V. Not going to see any slow Vs today though, because he is the China Infantry General, starting in the right-hand side of the map. This is a bit of a weird map layout actually for 0 hour, and keeping it nice and confusing. We've got Excal starting as the vanilla China with a purple color, so pink and purple. I hate it when this happens because there are times where if both players are the same faction, it can be so confusing which one's which when they've got colours that are so similar. But we can see here Hawky sending up a dozer to these second supplies just to the north here. It's so strange to have like a literal horizontal map where you're playing left to right, right to left. Normally they're like north to south or at least at some form of an angle. But never seen this map before, so I'm excited to see how it plays out. So just a quick scan around. Got some of these like these fire-based sort of artillery platforms over here. Some supplies in the middle, an oil down in the center of the map on the south side, and then a couple of bridges up here. I don't think we'll see any action around these bridges because the unit pathing can be really bad at times across bridges. But some more supplies in the middle and stuff. So a good amount of money to be collected. Oh, didn't see these two. So it's oil's up in the top left and top right corners. You can see Excal's already got his red guard out. He's on the way up there to go and capture that oil nice and fast. Got another barracks being built, in fact, from Excal, who is, of course, the vanilla China. So we'll see what he wants to do with these two barracks. Lots of infantry spam. Does have an airfield out, building some MiGs. I'm trying to see if he's got a war factory up or not. I haven't seen a war factory from him yet. He's going for a really greedy... Yeah, it's just two barracks and an airfield at the moment. Really greedy play. Already captured this oil down here, and we've got Hawky going in. He's got his war factory up, sending some outposts. One going across the top of the map. Two down here. MiGs killed the flamer here. Just missed it, unfortunately, but you can see they're landing, and they did just kill this flame tank. So nicely done from Excal here, taking out that threat nice and quickly before anything comes of it. Hawky just continuing to send out some of these attack outposts. MiGs taking out the infantry. Really nice play here from Excal so far. Killed quite a lot of the rank 1 tank hunters. Good stuff. It's really good to kill these veteran units. It gives you quite a lot of generals XP here, so you can see he's up to 200 already. Defending these well with the MiGs, and only just now, so we're 3 minutes into the game, and Excal's only just started to construct his first war factory, clearing out these outposts though. This MiG play, this MiG strat, I really like it already. Really great strategy here from Excal, keeping on top of not allowing Hawky to build up a convoy of the attack outposts, as once you get 4 or 5 of them up, a few extra infantry in there, it can be incredibly difficult for vanilla China to deal with this without the MiGs. Red guard going forward here, going for the artillery platform. Little bit of bunkering going here from Excal at every point that Hawky could attack from, and Hawky's now going to try and push in from the on this north side here with a flamer, seeing what he can find. Got another airfield going up from Excal. Flame tank gets taken out by the MiGs again, and the attack outpost goes down. MiGs on both sides of the map. Flame tank going to be taking down this oil derrick from Excal. Hawky send his dozer up here, but hasn't in fact captured his oil derrick on his side of the map quite yet. Both players on... Actually, no. Excal's on 3 supplies. Yeah, collecting from 3 supplies across the map. With the 2 oils, well, 1 oil now, that flame has taken it down. MiGs were unable to kill that before it took it out. Blue flame upgrade here from Excal gets taken out by this. What are these called? I always forget. Assault troop crawlers. That's the one with the full of minigunners. Flame tank here from Excal, trying to clear it, thinking there might be a supply here, but nothing yet from Hawky. So Hawky's now Hawky does have, in fact, have 3 supply stations collecting. Black Lotus comes out, going to be capturing the buildings. I'm sure we'll send that over there at some point soon. Got this dragon tank taking out some minigunners, but the dragon tank does get taken out by this artillery platform. It's not very often that we see maps with artillery platforms on, and the artillery platforms having much of an impact in the game. But in this situation, that one actually does get to take out the flame tank. And the flame tanks, of course, they are a really cheap unit. For the vanilla China, they only cost 800. Oh, another one here coming in. They only cost 800, and for 800, with a blue flame upgrade, they kill things so fast. So if you let one of these get into your base, MiGs coming in, hitting on the troop crawler, does go down, and all of the minigunners inside. ECM tank, not enough to prevent the MiG hits coming in. There we go. This has been so well played from Excal so far. We'll see, does Hawky have an answer to these MiGs? I'm a terrible infantry general player. I have no idea what you do in this scenario. I would expect at this point for Excal just to run away with it. He's got 2 airfields of MiGs up, outpost and a Gatling, nicely defended here by Excal, making sure that Hawky can't sneak in a Black Lotus, which we see over here, to capture his airfields and stuff. It'd be absolutely catastrophic if that was to happen. And so far, we're seeing from Excal, great map control, little bit of bunkering. It's quite a slow game. Hawky's fairly renowned for being a bit of a bunker hero too, so there's a good chance that this game could go on for quite a while here. I'm assuming if it was voted to or wubbed enough to be a gold replay, like Hawky must figure out an answer to these MiGs at some point to make the game go on long enough. Excal doing what Excal does best, hunting the dozers. And Lotus, I like this, disabling the tanks. Needs to disable this one as well, though, before he loses all those minigunners. Ooh, and the MiGs come in, taking out the attack outpost as well. Does Hawky have a command center? Let us have a look, because that could mean that he's down to 1 dozer. Yeah, he does have a command center over here. Nicely played from Hawky, keeping it nice and safe, because we know what Excal's like. Excal's a dirty dozer hunter. Red Guard, full of Red Guard in there that are going to get absolutely torn to shreds by these minigunners. ECM tanks, trying to keep them nice and spread, trying to ensure that the MiGs don't hit all of this infantry, because it just dies straight away to the flames. And very nicely done. Here come the MiGs. Yeah. Oh, taking a MiG down. Just the one, though. Just the one going down here. That's catastrophic. That's a lot of units lost for Hawky that he's going to have to reproduce. His outpost does survive, in fact, from Hawky. Trying to figure out whether it's pink or purple. I don't know if I'm colorblind or if other people struggle with the colors being so similar. He's trying to sneak in a dragon tank here from Excal. But Hawky does now have an airfield of his own with some MiGs up. Doesn't have the black napalm upgrade to make them into those incredibly powerful blue flame MiGs. But we do have a capture going on here. Sneaking a minigunner over to capture this artillery platform, taking it away from Excal. MiGs are in the air, ready to strike again. But there's nothing really to strike at the moment for them. Hawky did lose a lot of units. He's got to regroup, continue producing. Got a, of course, propaganda center up. Does Excal have one? I'm gonna guess so. Yeah, he does. We got the nuclear missile silo going up for Excal also. I think I just missed a MiG hit. Whoa, that was a big one that I missed as well. Oh no, it wasn't actually that big. Just one vehicle. Nothing too bad. So we got Excal taking out the artillery platform. Nicely done. Got some black napalm Oh, what are these? I always forget the names of these things. Inferno cannons, that's the one. Got some black napalm inferno cannons up. Bit of artillery. Bit of range. See if we can clear out some of these more bunkered areas of the map. Hawky advancing again, though, with another little force of units. But the MiGs and the inferno cannons are going to be so good at taking out the infantry. You see it, it just gets burnt. It's gone. It's like Vietnam all over again. So, another troop crawler going down. Just no chance for these poor minigunners inside. Burning alive. Barbecuing. Absolutely terrible for them. But it's alright. There's enough people in China. They can just keep sending more and more units over. And this game so far has just gone to a straight up split map scenario. Both players are on collecting from every supply on the map. Both players have got their general powers going out now, in fact. Both players have got their oil derricks still. So 50-50. No economy advantage so far. Tech's rather equal. That is huge from Hawky, though. These are expensive units to produce and reproduce. The trouble with ECM tanks when they're used against MiGs is at times they can make the hits from the MiGs more powerful by spreading out the fire, like the wall of fire everywhere. Got a carpet bomber coming in here. Is this going to land on the full army though, or takes it out? Only loses a few units, just about managing to move out of the way in time. Hawky probably would have been better to try and engage these units while the strike was coming in, take out more units, trying to split move them, but the MiG's too strong again. Lots of Gatling tanks. They do in fact have the Gatling upgrade as well, as you can see here in the bottom right corner. So these are incredibly strong against infantry in air at the best of times, but with that upgrade even more so. Artillery strike coming in on absolutely nothing there. And Excal using his own general powers. Got a mine drop here, taking out a troop crawler, nearly taking out that ECM tank. But that's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Hawky to navigate this central area of the map. It's turning out that this open space is the place of choice for both of the players to try and spread out their units and get a good angle of attack. Excal trying to make most of Hawky clearing out these mines to advance in with the MiGs, with his ground army. That's a brilliant MiG strike. Losing a few MiGs though, but they are both on a good enough economy that to rebuild the field of MiGs isn't too much of an economic hit. You can see here both players on the left hand side. You can see their cash ticking up quite nicely. The war factory is going to be attacked here from Excal, but excellent hit from the MiGs from Hawky here, taking out quite a fair few of these Gatling tanks, and the Inferno cannons are going to struggle to... Ooh, the ECM disabling it though, and he's going to lose a fair few of these Inferno cannons now. Unfortunately, when Excal was attacking this war factory, it meant his Gatling tanks weren't able to change target and kill any of the MiGs coming in from Hawky, so it's a really efficient hit there. See some hackers coming out for Hawky now. Already some of them starting to hack, stealing money from the internet, using some stealing people's credit card information, you know, G2A, Kingwin, you know, these shady CD key sites, all of those. You know it, you know it. A couple more dragon tanks coming in. Oh, Mick goes down to the minigunners. These dragon tanks are gonna, look at them, gone. Burnt to a crisp. Spicy. Spicy minigunner wings. Oh, we've got Excal here stealing supplies through the center of the map. He's already mined out the supplies on his side, and he's sending his trucks over to steal the supplies from Hawky. I love this. Fantastic. And going to try and take down this supply here. MiGs are coming in from Hawky. Going to be taking out the flame tanks. Lovely stuff. Nicely done. Still in a fairly 50-50 map split situation here. I do wonder if there's any way for either player to sneak a dragon tank along the bottom side here. We don't see much defense. Like, there is this bunker tower here and the artillery platform here. But if they're not looking, It might sneak through. MiGs coming in. Those are going to be taken out. Big hit on the army here. Not quite creating a firestorm, though. The fire is there, but there is a difference between just the flames and a firestorm. I'll point it out to you if we get to see it. Yeah, not seeing much at the moment, though. Just back and forth trading units with the use of the MiGs. We do see Excal's got some Battle Masters out now. And while whoa, I did not see this in the top right corner of the screen. 3 nuclear missiles coming out from Excal. Spamming out the super weapons. What I would love to see, though, from these Battle Masters is the nuclear tank upgrade. It does make them do a lot more damage, and especially the speed upgrade. The speed upgrade is the is the big one, because it makes the tanks move so much faster. Almost I think it puts them almost up to the same speed as the Gatling tanks, which is absolutely fantastic for keeping your army together. Because otherwise, your Battlemaster tanks do fall behind your other units, and it can be a bit of a nightmare to get them all microed up into position, because you of course want your Battlemasters to be in the front, as the Gatling tanks are a little bit more squishy. Do die a bit quicker, especially to the minigunners. Taking out these dragon tanks here. They're kind of flaming in the wrong direction. I think Excal, not a big flamer on the forums, not familiar with how to flame his opponent like some other people that we do see in the community. Advancing through here with your attack outpost. Great MiG hits here. Does get that. I think that was going to be another mine drop. That does get taken out. Might have been trying to drop it on the out the front of the war factory or something like that. But this attack outpost, if microed well, doesn't seem to be microing at the moment. Can probably kill all of these units though. Does have a lot of minigunners in there, taking out the dragon tanks, taking out the Gatling tanks. ECM coming in, disabling that one, and he probably wants to evacuate his units here. Got another artillery strike coming in from Hawky. We'll see if we can see that land. Got a mine drop coming across the map as well. Let's see where this artillery strike's going. Probably on the propaganda center or the oil. Might be able to get both. No, just going for the oil. Does put a little bit of damage onto the propaganda center, but nothing for Excal to be too concerned about. These minigunners though, taking out MiGs. Every single attack here from Excal, he does lose between 1 and 3 MiGs each time. MiGs costing 1,200 each, so it can get quite expensive, especially as the supply actually selling this one, because there's no more use for it. But especially as these supplies do start to get mined out, we will start to see the game slow down. This one's been mined out. Home one's been mined out. Ooh, big assault helix attack being prepared here from Hawky. Going down. Looks like he's going to try and attack from the south side here. Excal might be able to get a MiG hit on it if the timing is excuse me, if the timing is absolutely perfect for him. But we shall see what Hawky can do. The first nuclear missile being launched. There it goes. Taking out an airfield. Takes out a troop crawler. And all of these poor soldiers are going to die to a bit of radiation poisoning. These are the escaping. They'll be able to tell a story to their grandchildren one day. And let's see what damage can be done by Hawky, in fact, with these assault helixes. 2 of them going down already. Does, in fact, get the other one over to the airfield, though. This is okay. Airfield doesn't die, though. Gotta be careful. You've got to take out these MiGs, and the Gatling goes down. That's a really expensive loss for Hawky. I'm sure he's hoping to do a lot more damage with this attack than what he managed to. He didn't, I don't even think he didn't even manage to kill that airfield. He did kill the MiGs on it. He didn't take out the airfield itself, so doesn't have to wait for that to rebuild to reinforce his MiG army. Like I was saying, another nuclear strike. Where's this one going? Oh, here it is. Takes out a war factory, I think that was, and a supply. Supply doesn't really matter at this stage of the game, though, as these hackers and the oil derricks. Oh, this oil derrick has, in fact, both oil derricks have, in fact, been taken out, of course, by the artillery strikes. But the hackers are going to be the player's only source of income from pretty much this point on into the game. Little attack here being cleared up. And as I said, this game is we're going to see this game slow down quite a lot now, especially from Excal, who doesn't have many hackers out on the map from what I can see, whereas Hawky does have a few. Oh no, Excal's got a full internet center up here. All of the hackers in their internet cafe, drinking their Starbucks. No product placement in here at all. Just stealing money from the internet, like a good hacker does. Evacuating this doesn't, in fact, take the MiGs out. Do see another mine drop going in here. Base defense and a Gatling tank does take out this carpet bomb, though. It's incredibly against both these armies. It's incredibly difficult to get the general's powers through the map without them being taken out, especially the ones that get dropped by some form of plane or something. Oh, sneaky outpost here from Excal. Going to be cleaned up by Hawky, though. Black Lotus sneaking around. Gatling tanks coming to clear this up. But as I was saying, it's very difficult to get like aircraft-based generals' powers across the map with these two armies. With the infantry army having the minigunner infantry. Oh, that might even get the hackers as well. No, not quite. Just off. That's a war factory going down. Might want to hit this MiG field eventually as well. Get those. But though I haven't seen Hawky using his MiGs quite to the effectiveness that Excal has so far this game. Excal's MiG usage has been really, really efficient and incredibly effective. We do actually see the artillery going on. Is it the airfield? Yeah, artillery goes down on the airfield, but the MiGs were in the air, so all he's got to do is spend 1,000 to rebuild the airfield, and the MiGs are absolutely back to normal. Do hear another nuclear missile going off, though. There it goes, middle of the map, taking out the army. Great job here from Excal. And is that all of the... Does Hawky have a internet center? Or has he just got them scattered around? I think he's just making use of the fact that the infantry general hackers are stealthed. So, and MiGfield going... Oh, MiGfield going down here by another artillery strike. He's just making use of the fact that the infantry general's hackers are in fact stealthed. It could be anyone. They could be sat right next to you right now, hacking away using your internet connection, steal money from big name companies, stealing money directly from the banks, wire transfer. And we've got some of these trucks here advancing from Hawky. Gonna try and see what supplies are left on the map. We've got a EMP just being dropped on the airfield, preventing Hawky from using that airfield, but he does have another one up here, in fact. And you can swap the MiGs from airfield to airfield, so if they take off and rearm and then or if they land, rearm and then take off, you can drop some more MiGs on it and rearm them as well. But it's micro intensive. It's a pain in the ass to do, but it is possible. It is possible. I do see a little advancement here from Hawky, but it's going to be again taken out by these MiGs of Excal for absolutely free here. Excal gets his MiGs away nice and safely. Oh, he wasn't actually building the Battle Masters, I don't think. He was just getting them from this this tech building here, the reinforcement pad. I didn't actually see if there was one on the other side or not. There must have been. It might have been taken out or something. EPM here, just going to take out the Gatling tank. Hawky trying to do what he does best, holding on and whittling his opponent down to just to wait until his opponent runs out of puff. And carpet bomber going to be taking that airfield out also. Really good use of general powers here from both of the players in this game, taking out the oils, taking out the key structures, which are the airfields and the and at times the supplies, but they haven't really used the general powers to take out supplies very much. It's mostly the airfields and the oil derricks. Some good hits on the players' armies that we've seen so far. I did have a nuclear missile go off. I didn't get to see what it killed. I do apologise for that. I think it was a war factory there, in fact. I am pretty sure it was a war factory that was just spamming out the old attack outpost and stuff. I think Hawky's income is, at this point, I don't know, I think they're fairly equal with the internet center and stuff. But it does appear that Hawky has more hackers spread out around the map in little groups. You'll always find this. Hackers, they like to work in groups. They come up with all kinds of childish camel case, numbers and assorted numbers and letters for their names and stuff. Or sometimes they like to be a little bit more discreet and not have people know their identity. ECM being taken out here by the minefield. Another nuclear missile coming in from Excal here. This must be absolutely frustrating for Hawky to have these nukes just at the back of the map, not able to get to them in any way, and they're just Excal just popping them off every I think it's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes, isn't it, on the cooldown? Well, once you got 3 of them, that is a nuclear missile fired every 2 minutes. Fortunately, it's not representative of real life. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here anymore. Got a little bit of an advancement here with some actually he's retreating with some with these battle masters and the dragon tanks. Just sitting here in the center of the map, biding their time. I wonder what's Hawky's play here. What can he do with infantry general to penetrate Excal's base and deal with these nuclear missiles? Because I think this is the major problem. If it wasn't for these nukes, I think Hawky would be in a very even position. This could be anyone's game. Artillery strike going to be taking out this war factory by Excal. Very nicely done. But I do think these nukes at this stage of the game are arguably the deciding factor, because going to be taking out the command center. Doesn't quite get the dozer with it. So I think he might have actually cancelled that. Yeah, he cancelled it. Rebuilding. Nicely done there. Does see him rebuilding this with Black Lotus, though. Great use of the Black Lotus to scout the base in stealth and find where Hawky's key structures are. These tank hunters going to be trying to take out the battle masters, but flame tanks coming in, cooking dinner for the troops. And I absolutely do not condone cannibalism. Just thought I'd like to add that in there. Wait. He's building another... because the Lotus is capturing it. Nicely done. Come on, salt. Nice. Good job. Another command center going up here at this stage of the game. Gets the Lotus with a carpet bomb. Little bit overkill for one person to bring in a full-size bomber. But whatever gets the job done. Might have in fact been a war crime. But we don't care about war crimes here. Not in the slightest. Another nuclear strike coming in from Excal. This one going on the command center. Killing a lot of the hackers that were dotted around. They were in stealth. It's really difficult to keep track of the action from the ground units. What's going on. And the nuclear strikes that Excal is quite happily popping off. Artillery strike taking out that airfield now. And I think this would be the time, if he could find an answer to just... Because it is using the general's powers really well to kill the to destroy the airfields. I think this would be the time that Hawky should have gone for a assault helix. Actually, he might be doing that, in fact, with this airfield, because the only units that Excal really has at this point in time are the MiGs and the occasional battle master being dropped in by this reinforcement pad. And dragon tanks that he's trying to send across the map, trying to sneak one into a key part of Hawky's base without him noticing. And an attack helix could just come in full of infantry and just wipe out all of the key structures. Probably kill the command center really quite quickly as well, if he had an answer to these MiGs. Perhaps he just wants to get over and attack the airfield, kill the MiGs before they're in the air, because they're sort of like the main troop force that Excal has right now. Taking out this infantry in the middle of the map. Nicely done there. Just one lonely guy surviving. Standing there looking at the field ahead of him as it's on fire. As his friends sink into the dirt. Wondering, how did everything that he's done in his life lead up to this moment? Got another mine drop here. Or could be an EPM. More general's abilities coming across the map from Hawky. We'll see where he's going to drop this one. It's not. It's a minigun drop. And he's probably going to go for a just go for a building capture here. Mix. Did the airfield go down? I think we missed. Oh, that's on me, that one. Not very good at all. Lotus came in and captured the airfield over here. Nuclear missile strike going in. Loses that dozer. Does have another one up here. Needs to cancel this, get the money back. Does have another command center being constructed here. But Black Lotus coming in, capturing these nuclear missile silos. This is what he needed. His Excal is now only down to 2. The Gatling tanks next to Lotus. Not paying much attention here from Hawky. He's going to lose Lotus to these 2 Gatling tanks. She goes down. Such a shame. Such a lovely lady she is. Running around with a laptop in a briefcase. And we've got... It's alright though. There's another Black Lotus over here for Excal. He's trying to find... He's trying to find these command centers to be able to continue taking them out. Because you do require a command center to use your general's abilities. So even if they're ready, you cannot use them without the command center. You can still fire the nuclear missile. You can still use the super weapons without a command center. But you need to have a command center to call in the artillery strikes, the carpet bombers, the mines, the EMP, all of that good stuff. Lotus does get taken out by these MiGs here though. MiGs being the absolute heroes this game. Artillery strike here, wasted. He's trying to find the command centers of Hawky still. Sending in some units, got 3 Gatling tanks and a Dragon tank here that will probably be taken out. Though we do have the artillery platform getting some good damage off. Dragon tank turning around. Flame wall, MiGs, artillery platform. Nicely done there from Excal. Killing some quite expensive units for free. I do think the assault troop crawler was empty, in fact, though. I am not entirely sure, but we didn't see any units barbecued at the end of that. Gatling tank being taken out by these MiGs from Hawky. He's still trying to hold on. Excal is just pushing his way across the map. Multiple Dragon tanks here. He's going to try and kill some of these minigunners. We do have an assault helix out for Hawky, though. He does go with the good old Squaggle advice. You know, Squaggle, best coach in all of 0 Hour, knows the best strategies when he can see the entire map. Of course, having a massive advantage from spectator point of view. Still do have a field of hackers hiding in the trees from Hawky, though, so he still has income. At this stage of the game, Hawky's... Oh, 4 MiGs just take out the assault helix, though. It's heartbreaking for Hawky. Doesn't have an... Always... Okay, say that. He's reconstructing his airfield to recreate that. But at this stage of the game, I think Excal is at a rather large advantage. He's still got this airfield safe. He's got his internet center. They're fully veteran hackers now, stealing $10 every few seconds. Nicely done. Nicely done. Mix going across the map. Second airfield coming out from Excal. Got a artillery strike on the way from Hawky. Like I was saying, Hawky's problem is not the money. It's getting himself... Oh! Nearly losing that to the mines. Getting himself established with some forces and stuff. MiGs taking out the capture. MiGs being taken out by the infantry. I think that's a bit of a mismicro there from Excal. Lotus recapturing this artillery platform. Backwards and forwards here from both players with this artillery platform. I don't think I've ever seen an artillery platform captured this many times throughout a game. This is really cool to see. General's power here looks like it's going to be taken out before it gets to do anything, unless it was a mine drop in his base. No, not that I can see. Gatling tank and this artillery platform taking out the infantry. Clearing out these mines here by Hawky. Nicely done. Still producing these ECM tanks. Because while they can make it MiG strikes against infantry worse, they do defend against missiles against other vehicles from missiles really quite well. Hawky trying to hold on here with the MiG strike. What we're going to see here, EMP possibly or a mine drop. Is an EMP, but he needs to deal with this 2-star or double veteran Gatling here that's going to go in. He's going to deal with all those MiGs. He's not going to be able to get any of them off the ground. Ooh, gets one off the ground. Nicely taken out here by the attack outpost. Good stuff here. Just keep checking, making sure that he's still got his income from his hackers. That Excal hasn't sent a sneaky Gatling and an outpost to try and find them. Not artillery. Carpet bomb gets through across the map, kills a dozer, and the building just there. Still got his command center from Hawky though, so he can still reconstruct his dozer, which he has in fact done so now. Bit of fire down on the ground here, but as you can see, that MiG would have killed that attack outpost and all of the infantry inside of it if it wasn't for the ECM tank deflecting the missiles. It still takes a lot of damage, but it doesn't get taken out straight away, and it lives to see another day. Might just get caught by the fire here. It does, in fact, right on the edge of the flame wall. Just does take it out, but the infantry inside are fine. Most of them are veteraned up, so they can heal. Once you're veteran level 2, your units heal. Airfield here being taken out by this nuclear missile from Excal. Nicely done. You can hear another artillery strike coming in. And for most players at this point, if you're in a position like this that Hawky is in right now, most players would give it up. But Hawky's still rebuilding his base, still fighting on. He believes there's still a chance. Another airfield going up, in fact, here for him. Infantry being taken out by these MiGs. Dragon tank taking out the rest of the infantry. Actually, no. Not being microed here from Excal. MiGs on the way, though. They will clear those up. Shame to lose that dragon tank for free like that, though. moving his hackers out the way, keeping them out of trouble. EMP strike goes down, so he can't use any of his general abilities at the moment. So this might be the critical blow here from Excal. When the ECM tank tries to disable another unit, it does stop deflecting missiles, which is why the tank hunters here managed to kill it nice and quickly. Minigunner against Flame Tank. Flame Tank slightly bugged, but it's alright. Still manages to kill it. No shenanigans there from the Minigunner. EMP expires now, so Hawky does have access to his general's abilities once more. But as I was saying, many other players would give up at this stage of the game, but Hawky fights on. He soldiers on. The carpet bomb doesn't get the dozer. MiGs and the carpet bomb do clear out this airfield. In fact, though, does lose just one MiG to this minigunner. Nicely done there from Excal. And a mine drop just in front of the barracks. But the dozer does have the clear mines ability. We'll clear that up. No worries at all. And now Black Lotus creeping in. Stealthed, of course, into the base. But Black Lotus has stealth detection. So as you can see, Excal is now seeing exactly how Hawky has managed to stay in this game for so long with no visible money income. Must have been a little bit confusing because he's killed the oil. There's obviously all of the supplies are mined out, and this is where Excal now sends his MiGs to start taking out these fields of... Whoa, nicely done from Hawky though with the minigunners. He kills one hacker for 2 MiGs. That is absolutely worth. Right there. Lotus, though, going to be capturing this command center. He does have another one up here. But the Hawky is very well aware that the key factor that's keeping him in this game at this point is the general's abilities. Just going to rebuild. Oh, no, it's going to be a war factory. All right, then. I thought he was just going to rebuild another command center right in front of Black Lotus's face. And the assault troop crawler with detection coming out. Going to try and kill Black Lotus. But Excal is sending a Gatling tank. Level 3 veteran. And hiding Lotus in the garrisoned building here. But the troop crawler and the outpost will clear this out. No problem at all. Lotus will go down. Great job there from Hawky. Preventing his any more of his hackers from being killed. He's still got quite a lot over here in the corners though. And are dotted around his base. Now they're working in pairs. It's too risky to work in groups. So when you get a large group of people sat around on the floor in the middle of a field with a laptop, it does look quite suspicious. However, if it's just a pair of you, perfectly normal. If you socially distance nicely. You won't get burnt. You won't get coronavirus. We do see a bit of an attack force here coming through for Hawky. Hopefully he's hoping he can take advantage of the fact that the MiGs are currently out of action. There is just one here at the moment. Two now. Excal is rebuilding them. Oh, pay attention to the mines. He's going to lose. Oh, no. Nicely done. Nicely done. Doesn't fall for the last few mines of that minefield right now. And sending these units directly into Excal's base, who was trying to use the MiGs to kill a Lotus. Carpet bomb goes down, takes down this war factory. And this force here from Hawky should be able to take these tanks out. Should be able to clear them all out. The Gatling tank should have been focused perhaps a little bit quicker. It'd have lost less of these minigunners. And we will see how much damage Hawky can get done. There are a couple of MiGs up here from Excal. He's sending them in now. Needs to spread out his units a little bit. The attack outpost has just revealed itself as well, but the MiGs don't actually fire on it. Just taking out a couple of units here. When stationary, the attack outposts do in fact go stealth, and Excal must have called the GG and has been defeated. What an incredible game from Hawky, bunkering down, fighting it out to the very last, when many other players would have given it up. Like, look how many units he lost in this game compared to Excal. Excal played so efficiently, but Hawky lost so many units. He lost so many buildings, and that number's misleading, because the amount of buildings that he had to sell because Lotus was coming in and capturing them would have been even more than that, and they don't count towards that number. But what a fantastic game here, played from Order of the Elite's Excal to put Hawky under so much pressure. But what an incredible performance from Hawky to fight through it all and come back despite his losses. What a fantastic game. That was actually a really cool game. I'm gonna drop a little wub on that, get it up there.